Story time. Think of a happy memory. It might be a perfect day, either relaxing or having fun, doing something for the very first time. It could be a person or your significant other, someone who's not quite there yet. When a person does make themselves happy, it isn't always through an activity. Some find it in people too. In my short story, we will be combining both. The start of this story, it began on 28th February 2021 with me and my significant other, and we found solitude among the thousand grains of sand between a lagoon and a beach in South Goa. When we began this spontaneous journey, we figured that we needed a break from the monotony of modern day life. So we pushed from central Goa all the way to the south, traffic blazing, and you can see in the bumpy time lapse we're already halfway there. We took a little detour to catch up with some friends, introducing them to my new partner in crime, but fortunately he didn't like them, so not everyone is fond of the attitude you get from an envious soul. Regardless, the situation was handled and we were on the go again. Hastily, I put our destination into the navigation system and we hurried since it was already mid-afternoon and I didn't plan to start tanning before reaching the beach. After relentlessly driving for over an hour and a half, I could see hills and valleys on end. We even came across a few monkeys in a railway crossing. We were so confused that we took a pit stop to check what I put into the navigation. And at this point, we realized that we were heading to Karnataka, Bhagwan Mahavir Life Sanctuary. Now, we were stuck and lost with the potential risk of running out of fuel as well. We did fill a full tank before we started, but we really expected it to just be a 2-hour ride from Panjim to Margo and then Kola Beach. Our little additional road trip cost us more than an hour time and half a tank of fuel. With the prices of petrol going up at the moment, I could sell the clothes off my back to get around. I don't mind cycling, but 69 kilometers in the harsh sun is a bit too much. Tima then punched in the right beach and then the network decided to give up on us. We were 100% stranded. We had our location on but no network up there in the mountains, so after squandering around for 20 minutes in the mountains of Rubrem, we found a shred of network to load the map without directions and just followed it with pure instinct. At this point, we were both exhausted and greasy with the humidity of the hills, and our backs and butts were in heavenly amounts of pain. Once we found a sustainably civilized area, we pulled up to the side of the highway and reloaded our map, this time to the right destination, and we were en route to Kola Beach, just 45 minutes away. On the way, we did manage to enjoy the scenic and hidden beauty that Goa has to offer. Nearing the edge of the state, it got warmer, very beachy weather, and the air had a tinge of salt you could almost taste. Suddenly, we went off-road onto this kacha path which is extremely dusty. Here's a clip of what I thought. We're lost. We continued for a kilometer until we reached a small board on the side saying Blue Lagoon. Say hi! We reached the sign that we are actually not lost. It's a little excessive, but it shows how happy we finally were to catch a break. We parked our bikes and unpacked our stuff and took a long staircase down to the beach. On the way down, we both saw the water and it was a race between us two and who could reach the shore first. Obviously, I won. Nobody wanted a dip more than me. The sea turned out to be really rough, so we decided to get cooped up in a cozy little shack called Casadilla. The man who worked the floor was rather fairly aged, but I could tell he hated his job. Funny clash of interest between me and Tima wanting to eat seafood and him wanting to fill up on pasta. I mean, who eats pasta in a shack on the beach? Anyways, as they say, way to a man's heart is his stomach. In the meantime, we left our bags with Grumpy and took a stroll on the beach, collected some shells, and checked out the big rocks lining the shore. We had a quality of time rather than bothering about our social life, and we just made memories. After lunch and our not so healthy but non-alcoholic drinks, Tima realized he forgot his helmet. In 15 minutes, he's back and grabs me by the hand to take me to the beach. Now I thought it was an emergency, but this boy had such a huge smile on his face, it was so suspicious. But hey, I'm here to have a good day, so I was like, whatever you got, throw it at me. To my surprise, he got us a kayak for half an hour at only $200. My outdoorsy soul loved this gesture so much, I quickly hopped into the front and grabbed an oar. Our coordination during the time wasn't all that great, but it was so much fun going up that lagoon. The waters were so pristine at the sunset, and everything fit together so well. I did get hit in the head by Tima a few times with his oar, although I do think those were on purpose. I genuinely was enjoying myself. It was in that moment I finally caught my break. I was doing things for the first time and really enjoying my teenage years. By the time we got out of the kayak, the sun was drowning. We swam in the cold lagoon till it was pitch dark, enjoying each other's company. We got a few compliments from the passers-by and made friends with the lifeguard asking him touristy questions. I take that to my advantage, saying that I would probably never visit again. To the contrary, I'm sure I would love to visit again for another peaceful day, maybe without the detour and the mountain road trip, but I'd definitely travel anywhere with Tima to the moon and back. We got called out of the water because it got way too dark, and then we washed off any excessive sand and packed up to leave. We waddled along the beach and up the humongous staircase, zooming back home. From the monotony of every day, if you had just one day, what would you do? I spent my day with my best friend and we had the best and over-the-top crappy day of the year. From that day, I was taught the importance of good days and what it meant to appreciate the time you get to spend with the people you love. To a good day and a great life. Thank you so much.